Hey Eric, so I'm just gonna do a quick demo, maybe 15-20 minutes, just show you some basic stretches that you can easily add to your morning routine. And so I'm not sure if you've done yoga before or not, so I'm just gonna assume you haven't and just do some very basic things. So the first thing I want to show you is some props that may come in handy for you. So these are blocks or bricks. You're gonna hear different names depending on who is teaching. And this is strap or belt. If you don't wanna spend any money, you can just use any, you don't need the blocks. You can just get a belt, a regular belt, or rope that you have. But if you do wanna buy, usually Walmart, Kmart, Target, all those stores have, usually they sell a set of 2 blocks and a belt. They're very good for beginners, not only beginners, experienced people too, because they give you more mobility, especially if you're not super flexible. So the first pose I'm going to show you is the forward fold. That's really good for the back of your legs and for your back as well. So, and that's where the belt comes handy. So people that are really flexible, they can reach towards the feet. Like again, I don't know what level of flexibility you have. So if you can't, these kind of extend your arms, right? So you bring that to the balls of your feet, either that or rope, anything that you have at home, and flex your feet. So bring your toes towards your face. Now your back is straight, your legs are straight. Just by doing that, you get a stretch on the back of your legs. And then if you want to intensify, think about bringing your chest towards your toes, but keep your back straight. So you don't want it to flop like that. And the more forward you go, the more you're going to feel a stretch on the back of your legs. So we should hold each stretch for a minimum of 30 seconds, because that's the amount of time it takes for the muscles to start to open up. If you just do 1, 2, 3 and go, that you don't really affect change. Right? So pretend we hold 30 seconds. You're going to come up. And then let's widen the legs. So bring the legs wider than your mat. Also, the yoga mat, you don't really need one. You can sit on the floor, you can sit on a towel, on a blanket. They're good for standing poses because they help you to breathe. So we're gonna try the same pose with the wide legs, right? So the same idea applies here. Your toes are up, your heels are forward. So the legs are really nice and flexed. Back is straight, inhale, exhale and fold with a flat back. So you're bringing your chest towards that strap. Okay, so you're going to feel a stretch again on the back of your legs. So these are 2 options that you can try. And again, hold 30 seconds. Don't let the back round. So if you can't go that far with a flat back, doesn't matter, because you get more benefits keeping your back flat than rounding to go farther. Okay? So that's the second one. Then I want to show you a twist. It's really, really good. So you have your back straight, your legs straight in front of you. You're going to bend your right knee. If you can cross your right leg over your left, do. If not, keep it here, no problem. You can also keep your legs wider. It's up to you. So you're going to hug that right knee in very nice and tight. And then keep hugging with your left arm on, bring your right arm up. And then twist back, look over behind your shoulder. I'm going to turn so you can see how straight my back is, and also you're not leaning back. So this is really nice for the side, for your hips. And then really nice deep breath. When you inhale, feel your belly pressing against your thigh. When you exhale, feel a little space being created. Same thing, hold 30 seconds. If you can't bring your leg that close, here is fine. You get a little resistance there as well. And then same thing on the second side. Either bring your knee really close, bring your leg out, keep your back straight, turn, and hold. And watch the shoulder, you don't want your shoulder touching your ear. Neck is really nice and long. This is a really nice stretch. Okay, so let's go to our hands and knees. I'm going to show you some moves to release the muscles of the back. So if your back is tight and tired and, a lot of tension there, there's some moves you can do for that. So you're going to go on your fours. Watch that your knees are under your hips. Watch that your wrists are under your shoulders. Fingers spread nice and wide. Shoulders away from the ears. You can't really see because of my hair, but just make sure that when you're down here, there is space between your shoulders and your ears. Don't want to be here, okay? So the movement we're going to do is called cat and cow. So a cat goes like that. So press the floor away from you, press your knees, round your back as much as you can, and look towards your thighs. And then cow is the opposite. So we go around, allow the belly button to drop, shoulders away from the ears. So keep that space going, and your tailbone goes up. And then you follow that with the breath. On the exhale, we round. On the inhale, we arch. And you can repeat that as many times as you want. It's a very harmless pose. It's just really nice to release the muscles of the back. So try to exaggerate a lot. You know, when you go down, really go down. When you go up, really go up. That's a really nice pose, okay? And the next pose we're going to do is a very famous pose in yoga. It's called downward facing dog. It's a full body stretch. You stretch everything. Your arms, your shoulders, your legs. It's amazing. So the first thing I like to talk about to beginners on down dog is the hand positioning. So you want to keep your fingers really nice and spread wide. And you want to have your hands on the floor, on the mat, really flat. You don't want any air pockets under your palms, because if you do, you can put too much pressure on your wrists. Okay? And then you're going to curl your toes under, lift your hips up, and then press your heels towards the floor. So your heels are probably not going to touch the floor. For most people, it doesn't. But press towards the floor. You're going to get a really nice stretch on the back of your legs. And then keep pressing the floor away from you, and shift your weight mostly towards your legs. So here I'm stretching my arms, I'm stretching my back, I'm stretching my legs, especially the calves. I'm even stretching the soles of my feet. So this is a downward facing dog. From your down dog you can play. You can bend one knee while extending the opposite knee, right? And then you can stay steady. One thing I like to do sometimes is come to the balls of the feet, lift the hips up high, and then lower. Remember that in down dog, most of the weight is on your legs, not on your arms. So always try to shift the weight back. So it is another pose that you can hold as long as you want. Okay? From here, we're going to go down to the floor again. I'm going to do a little balancing here that I like to do to challenge your balance. Is always a good thing, because we lose a lot of that when you age. And when you lose your balance, you tend to fall. When you fall a lot, your bones are weaker. When you're older, there's a lot of fractures. So to keep your bones strong, to keep your balance good, keep your bones strong, yoga is a good exercise. So you're going to bring your left leg back, just as high as your hip, and flex your foot. So see, my toes are facing down, my heels pressing back. Opposite arm goes up. And then you're going to try to engage your core. So the balance is going to come from the center of your body, right? And stay there for a little bit, just breathe. Relax through the shoulders. Then if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you're going to bring your knee towards your elbow, touch for a moment, and then open again. So you can repeat that as many times as you want. And just watch the back, right? So don't sacrifice the low back. Don't let the low back do that, because then you lose the connection here with your core. So you can do the same thing with the opposite side. Right leg goes up, left arm goes up, and then you can a couple of times do that. So you round your back a little bit to touch, and then up. So you can, again, I can repeat as many times as you want. Another stretch I really like to do is from your fours. Your back is neutral, so it's not dropping, it's not grounding. Walk your hands as far to your left as you can, so you stretch the right side of your body. Stay there for a little bit, and then when you're ready, walk your hands as far to the opposite side as you can. So you stretch the left side of your body. All right? So these are just a few poses. I'm gonna show you some standing poses too, so you're not on the floor the whole time. So there's side lanes I really like. So let's first do the most basic pose of yoga, that's called Tadasana. It's a mountain pose. So you bring your big toes to touch and your heels are slightly apart, so your feet are parallel. So engage the muscles of the legs. Turn your palms to face forward. So the inside of the elbows forward, palms forward. Relax through the shoulders. The biggest issue I have with my students in yoga is this. We carry so much tension on your shoulders. They go like that all the time. So try to drop down. Act as if you're trying to reach the floor with your fingertips, right? Then you're gonna do some side leans. So inhale, bring the arms around and up. Clasp the fingers except for the index fingers. You probably can see all my fingers because of the distance from the camera, but it's not really that important. And then lean to your right, as much to your right as you can, so you get that stretch again on the left side of your rib cage. Then come back to center. Hold that stretch a little longer than I showed you. I'm just doing a demo, so I'm not going to hold as long. And then the same thing on your left. Okay. The other great stretch I like to do is for the triceps, especially. I don't know if you lift weights. If you do lift weights, you may want to do that sometime. So you're going to bring your hand, your right hand between your shoulder blade, left hand goes around, and then bring that arm to your right side a little bit, stretch that tricep, hold. Try to hold everything for at least 30 seconds. And then the same thing on the opposite side. And so that's just really, really basic. I can show you more if you want. So that's just something you can do in the morning, a couple movements you can do in the morning, and that doesn't take a lot of time. But next time, next video, I'm gonna have another teacher with me. She's gonna help me, and you can show some actual yoga poses that are also really good for strengthening, for balance, and for stretching also. So I hope you enjoy this quick little video, and send your comments. Thank you.